Go ahead.
Thank you for calling us. We're super excited to see you guys, hopefully for some good news.
Yes, I would say there is good news, just in a different way, I would say.
Excellent.
There's a little bit update of we signed the contract. Of course, we somehow need to continue the contract in some ways. There'll be a little bit change because they are originally the time you guys reserved. There's probably gonna a shift on that date, and then alternatively, we're wondering if we can arrange you to another week to still in the same price and stay in our hotel with all the same same standard service, of course. Because we have that week usually for maintenance at a cheaper price. After that, it will be expensive again to be 250. But even we shift that week, we can keep the same price. We're wondering if that's. We hope that's helpful. We hope that we can do that deal this way.
Yeah. I mean, to be honest, that's not helpful at all.
Why is that?
We've already made commitments to our staff for our seminar.
Right.
They've cancelled a lot of their own personal plans to make sure that they can actually make those 3 days.
Right.
So, I mean, to be honest, it's very unfortunate that this has happened. Can you explain to us the reasons why the dates have to shift?
The date of shift is to be quite honest, it's a company. It's more like a company decision because we basically we have other arrangement for occupy the whole hotel for that week. Unfortunately, we just got that yesterday, and then from the to be quite honest with you, because you're a long-term relationship client with us as well. So because there's also a revenue consideration as well. So we don't want to just cancel the booking because we know you must have an arrangement. We don't want to break that deal. Instead, we want to ship that date. That in our mind that probably is the most convenient way. And then I hear you. And then in terms of the date, if that's a fixed date for you, or is no way to change to another way, you're saying?
Before we get into the dates,
Right.
I'm still not quite clear in terms of why the dates have to change, because you're saying that you haven't broken the deal, but in fact that you have, because we actually have made bookings for those particular dates, and you're saying that we have to shift it. So I'm still not clear in terms of what the reason is behind it. I mean, if you can elaborate and give us a bit more detail, it'll help us, I think, to negotiate and get to a solution.
Okay, I would give this a straight way because from the business, the operation point of view, because we will have a big deal through that week, and then
A big deal.
yes, a big deal, very big, large booking, and probably gonna change to be a longer booking during that time, and then because to be quite honest, with the deal with us, it's like with you, it's like a maintenance. We didn't, very profitable on that deal, and then in that way, I think from the commercial thinking, we need to stick that way to serve you, hopefully. Instant, we know there's probably something you're feeling. Okay, well, we change us. It's because give the relationship between us. How about we shift you to another week, same price, and we can consider to give you other benefits like what we can offer. Of course, it's like we can let you a late checkout. Like if you have a stuff, they're gonna take the later train, they can leave later. And then the other thing is that we can do a group dinner for you, because that's a training, right? You want everybody to have a very happy opening, a very happy ending, and then help you have some group activity. In my mind, there's a different way you have the training. One is about the date, definitely. Another is about the cost. I'm pretty sure we have the best price for you.
I'm sorry to cut you off, but you're saying that you'll give us free dinner within the package. the dinner is actually included. So I don't see that as an added benefit.
We are offering a upgrade dinner, which is a group dinner. It's not just the normal dinner, the menu on your set, and which is you can have more meals and better meals, and then because that will definitely improve your quality of your whole journey or experience. I think that's basically what we can do so far.
Okay, look, it's not ideal. As I said, you know, it's going to inconvenience a lot of people. I mean, 25 senior managers have committed to this particular date. Some of them have cancelled their personal plans, as I mentioned, to lock it down. So not only has it inconvenienced them, but it probably has inconvenienced them monetary-wise as well, right? So I mean, it's extremely unfortunate. However, you know, given that, you know, we have a long-standing partnership, and it is about you know, increasing your business. We understand why you have approached us and you wanted to have this this discussion. There's a lot of things to consider with the proposal that you just made, because fundamentally, through the inconvenience of the situation, I think there's further discussions that need to be had behind this. And realistically, not only has this situation caused inconvenience for us, we have just also heard that there's been some budget constraints on our end as well, right? So hopefully through the understanding that we're giving you, hopefully you can understand the situation that we're in now.
Sure.
What do you think?
Yes, I think for now, do you want to propose our proposal?
Okay. Okay, so the proposal, to summarize your proposal, you would give us different dates at the same price of $200 plus upgraded benefits like a group dinner,
Yes.
better service, etc.
Yes.
I mean, to be honest, you know, your level of service already is very high, so I'm not sure what more you can do on that front. And the group dinner, to be honest, you know, it's going to be a long seminar and it's not really going to benefit, I don't think, having a group dinner. The dinner that you're already going to provide was going to be sufficient enough, right? So on that front, I'm not sure exactly what added benefits we'll be getting from what you have proposed.
Let me put it in this way. So in your mind, there's definitely a priority for you to have this training successfully hold. Could be cost, budget, and then could be the dates, and it could be the quality. So what's the priority for you to organize this? Oh, I mean, if we keep the same dates, and then can we have a up to standard price, or do you think that the cost is yeah,
It's already very low,
yeah,
honestly.
yeah, the cost is your concern. What's
So I think our priority is obviously to our staff and ensuring that this this seminar and this workshop happens, first and foremost. The second priority is obviously the logistics and the budgets that we have to work
Right.
within. And to be honest, the budget of $200 at a different date will not be possible for us. It's just from a budgetary standpoint, it is just not realistic. So what I could suggest, right, is
Yep.
we will provide continued commitment to your hotel brand. We will ensure that our managers continue to stay at your hotel, and as you know, they frequently visit on a weekly basis, so we'll continue that support. And on an annual basis, we'll continue to have these seminars and continue to have these workshops, so we will commit to that continued commitment. In return, we were hoping that we can reduce the cost at a time period when it's low season for your company, when it's low season, of a cost around $67 per person. $7 per person per day for 3 days.
Per person per day.
Yes.
You mean for the long term?
For the upcoming seminar.
Upcoming seminar.
Yes.
It's like 1/3 of a price.
Yes.
Sorry, maybe if I.
Yeah.
Sorry,
But
no,
maybe I
please,
can
please.
explain
Yeah.
his plan when he say continue support or like partner or like
Right.
work with your hotel, because regularly our company do have manager regularly monthly visit the site and then like have service in your hotel.
Right.
So you're talking about we are talking about continually, which means next 12 months and then 48 weeks. Each week we have 2 nights and then 2 managers. You're talking about actually like 100 some nights already. It's not only just one night discount or something like that. Like we are talking about whole year continue.
What was the price for that?
That means we're continuing
Yeah.
losing
No.
money.
No,
But
that-
let me just say though, sorry, so if I can just kind of interject, I was like, again, we really appreciate the gestures that you guys are making in this, especially, again, we really appreciate, this long-term partnership that we have. And if I understand correctly, these are senior managers that are attending the seminar and this workshop, is that right?
Yes.
And I think you have mentioned earlier that, the other arrangements, they have move things around to accommodate to attend the seminar as a group, right? Now, as such, perhaps we can find a different way to accommodate you, if that is possible. As you understand, because of our long-standing partnership, we have given you a very special, exclusive package for this 3-day weekend seminar that you're having, and it is actually, to be very frank, below market rate, and you are well aware of that. As such, perhaps can we accommodate you another way at an alternative location, at a partner hotel, at the same level of rooms, at the same level of accommodation. It's merely the same package, but at an alternative location. Again, it is. We will cover the difference. So there really is no difference to you. You do not have to make alternative arrangements at all. Everything same, just different location.
And why would you? I'm just out of curiosity. Why would you offer
Yeah.
that? I'm not quite sure how that would benefit your hotel.
Yes, you
chain.
just mentioned because first of all, we want to keep the relationship with you, which we repeat a few times. Second thing is about you mentioned the date is most important for you guys.
Yeah.
So I would assume you want to keep the dates to make that happen. So that's why we have to transfer our valued guests to there
And where would,
to meet your needs.
and where would this be? Where would this be located?
Oh, within 15-minute drive.
Within 15-minute drive
Absolutely.
of the current location.
Absolutely.
And is it part of your same hotel group? Does it provide the same service? Are we going to attain the same points that we get with you guys? I think there's a lot of details behind it that we'll need explanation before we actually can make certain decisions.
Does
Yes,
it mean it's possible? Is a possible solution for you?
I think it's something that we can
Yeah.
discuss and to see what's realistic and what's not. But it will be good to hear a bit more from you guys.
That will be we have to looking at the general price of the market in the local market. So the price is, we know the price is. Within that price, we can share information. You can pick from the hotels. I think that's both fair to both of us. You can choose, and then we can cover our loss as
Equivalent
well.
one.
Yes.
I think still to us there's still lots of like back end logistic and stuff that we need to handle due to the change of venue, because like some arrangement may be booked already, cars and stuff like that. So I think there's a lot of this kind of details that we still need to think about. And then do you want to have a minute to
Yeah, let's
chat and-
let's if you can give us a minute to
We need
discuss.
minutes too.
Okay, great. No worries. Who leaves? Okay.
We go. I think we have more people.
Okay. You're right. Okay.
So that's what happens.
Yeah, that's exactly it. Okay. So the benefit that they get from this is the fact that they make more profit off this company, right? Shall we? So a few options, right? One is, shall we say to them, this is a big gamble that you're taking, because our the senior managers that do frequent on a weekly basis to your hotel will be the same managers that's going to attend this seminar. And if they like this, if this new hotel, you are in a big risk of losing a lot of profit, right? And word is going to get out. Word is going to get out that because of your intentions to gain more profit, you are deprioritizing us as a company, right?
Yeah.
So that's going to rub a lot of the senior managers the wrong way.
But I think first, don't think about their point of view first.
Yeah.
It's because interrupting us, right?
Yeah.
It's troubling us. So I think first it's because we use this hotel
Yeah.
regularly.
Mhm.
So we know what this hotel can offer, right?
Yeah.
Changing to a new end venue is one option, but then it's not to our benefit.
Yeah.
If you're talking about same price.
Yeah.
Because we need to arrange everything, get familiarized with the room and settings and conference room and everything, right? So like one is we want to stay with this hotel, basically, right? If they are really going for that option, we're going to another hotel. What about this?
So what's this?
Going to another hotel, we need this money.
Yeah.
We cannot pay. We don't have enough money to pay.
Okay.
Because we need 200, right? So, but we need this, but we only have 5,000. So we need 10K. Where we find 10K?
So we have to. So that's what I'm saying, right?
Mhm.
Then we have to move to something somewhere in between here.
So I think our firm will just set up as we want to stay with this hotel first. Situation is, if we stay with this hotel, what can we negotiate?
We want to stick to this hotel because of two reasons, right? Number one, because all the logistics have been set, these managers are very familiar with hotel. They know where all the function rooms are. They know all the facilities.
Nearby, with
Yeah,
shop.
but they know where the
Yes.
shops are, so it's extremely convenient for them, right? So we don't. So we want to still stick with your hotel.
Yeah.
Number one. Number two is because we respect we respect you guys, and you guys are being extremely honest with us. We want to be honest with you,
Yeah.
and if these senior managers get word of the situation we're in, and they actually like the other hotel that they're going to do the seminar in, there is a big risk that they're going to go there from now, right? Which is, how much is that? If they go, how much in a year? How much is that? So
Well,
two managers for 2 days,
Total.
for in a year.
Full cost.
48,000.
Discount.
48,000. 48,000. Okay. And if that's the case, you are at a risk of losing $48,000 a year, right? So let's find a solution.
I can say that, but then you push back and saying that they share the same bottom line, like P&L.
But this is just for
They're
12
same
months.
group.
But, huh?
They were
They
saying
can't
that.
make shit up.
Yeah, they didn't say.
It will involve you, second. Where's the about the?
Here.
Okay.
It's just this hotel.
Yep. No, but
No.
where's the competitor hotel? That was
Competitor,
260.
260.
So the hotel will normally close over. Other local hotels charge. Other local hotels. Other.
Yeah, correct.
Right, so it's
that's
not part of their same company. Right, it can't be part of their same company, right?
correct.
So I think we can with that, right? And say that this is just over a 12 months period. A 1 year period is 48,000. Over a 3 year period, you're going to 6-digit figures. So I think it's mutually beneficial, right? If we try and if we come to a solution of doing this seminar at your hotel. Plus, as I mentioned, there are budget constraints that we are under, right? So it will be best if we find a solution within your own hotel. Right?
But the budget to them is not an issue anymore because they think that right now they fix your budget issue because they are offering same price.
So
They are paying the difference.
So I'll
They're
tell them.
paying 60.
I'll tell them that the circumstances have changed.
Yeah, but that's not their consideration. They will think that they already offer you their best. Right? Like, do you think at this point they will more easy to give in? No. This is your problem. You have less money. It's not their problem.
So don't go there.
Don't.
You don't
need
think-
to stress that.
you don't
I
need to-
think you want to stress is the focus that we
We
want
wanna-
to stick with this hotel.
because it's mutually beneficial.
Yes, because we're a long-term customer, we're family with this
Okay.
hotel and everything. We want to
Okay.
stick with you and we hope to build this long-term relationship with you. And how we can make this together. What?
Guys, we're done.
So then you go in.
She's 20 minutes already.
Then you say that, oh, we realize that you got booked our, long-term customer as well. We understand.
Oh,
Hello.
What's the result?
Oh no, thank you for giving us a few minutes to discuss. And you know, we discussed this in a lot of detail. I think first and foremost, we want to keep the seminar at your hotel, right? And I'll tell you the reasons why. I think it will be mutually beneficial for both parties if we try and keep the seminar at your hotel. Number one, it will benefit us because the senior managers that will attend this seminar are the senior managers that do attend your hotel on a regular basis, right? So they're extremely familiar with your facilities. They know all the shops around, you know, your current hotel. They're just very familiar with it. It's almost their second home because they travel so often to your hotel. So we don't want to put an extra burden on them by changing hotels, right? We don't want to put that burden on their staff. Secondly, like I said, it's mutually beneficial. I think the benefit to you guys by keeping it at your hotel is, number one, you guys will get paid for it. And number two, you know, you guys will be at risk that these managers will, number one, hear about this situation and will actually fall in love with the other hotel if they stay there, right? So you guys are at a big risk that you might lose these senior managers staying at your current hotel on an ongoing basis. And just to put that into context, it's about $48,000 a year. Over 12 months. Over 3 years, you're going to 6 digits, basically. So from a long-term perspective, it's going to be extremely beneficial for your company to ensure that our senior managers continue to stay at your hotel. Okay? So as I said, it's mutually beneficial. So we want to ensure that we get to a solution. So our solution is this, okay? As I mentioned earlier, we are under budget constraints, right? So we want to ensure that both parties, get away with something in this situation. So, number one, again, we will reschedule to a low season, right? When you guys don't have many customers, right? Number one. Number two, we can offer to pay about $100 per person, right? So that is a 50% discount, right? For the seminar, okay? And on an ongoing basis, right, for our senior staff that attend that go to your hotel, on a regular basis, we would like a discount over 12 months, right, of 25% of each senior manager that stays at your hotel. Okay, so just to summarize, right, for the seminar, we are asking for a 50% discount, so $100 at a low season, right, at your hotel. And on an ongoing basis over the next 12 months, we're asking for a 25% discount of the senior managers that stay at your hotel. And we can cap that at 2 senior managers per week, 2 nights stay, because that's the average that they stay at the hotel.
Right. First of all, I appreciate that. And actually, the move you guys to the other hotel is it's not our favorite option as well. As we mentioned, we prefer to keep you in our hotel and then buy our service and the money. That's you are correct at every point. I think the point is to figure out the balance between, right. It's like think about your budget restraint, and then you already got the 200 special price from us. And then from us, there's already losing other opportunities. I think already you understand that. And then on top of that, and then if I think the maximum as a compensation for this, we shift you and for all the convenience, we can give you maximum on top of $210.
Sorry, say that
We
again?
can give you $10. Means 100.
$10?
Yes, 190 for you shift your
Low season.
Yeah, shift your this training course to the
It's
following
already
week
a
or
low
week
season, by the
later.
way. It's already a low season booking.
Yeah.
So.
Well, no, not really, because I think it's not low season. From my understanding, it's actually doing some construction work, so you weren't going to have anyone in that place when the original date on the original dates, right?
But for this, not. For this time, not. And then, to be quite honest, as you mentioned, it's not even 200.
So the only offer that you're putting on the table is $190 per person for the seminar only.
Excuse me, I have scheduled another
Okay,
meeting,
no.
and then here's my
No, okay.
And what about the discount thing that we were talking about, like doing
mean
it
the long
throughout
term?
the year, long term? Like if our
Uh,
managers keep coming to you guys like regularly every month, and then we're talking about 2 nights per week, 2 managers, which is 4 nights per week. Like how much discount you
Sure.
can offer?
Because we haven't do the
Yeah.
calculation as you did
Well-
before. So what's the price again? So for 2 nights,
We will
it's
use-
one.
Yeah.
So
25%.
based off
Yeah.
just on average, based off 2 senior managers
Yeah.
per was it week per week
Yes.
per week
2 nights
for
per
a
week.
2-night stay,
Right.
right? I think based on our calculations, right, on a yearly basis, it comes to 260, no 250 times up by 4
No,
ti-
it's this one.
times up by 4. Yeah, $48,000 a year.
So on top
And-
of 250, you mentioned about 75% discount for the unit
No,
price.
25%.
25%.
I mean, if 75.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, I mean keeps the price of
Yeah.
75.
I think.
But imagine we're using a standard price of 250 per day, and imagine you have low season as well. It may go down to 150 per night, and we are still paying you. Yeah.
I think in terms of a long-term partnership, I think that's
Mhm.
something that we can definitely consider, and I think we can consider that. But I'm so sorry, but $100 per person for getting the exclusive use of the property, sorry, that's a no-go.
Okay, but I think if we take a step back and look at the holistic picture, you might be, we might be asking you guys for $100 saving, but the incremental revenue that you're making through this other deal, right, is considerable, right? So you're not actually losing any money by giving us $100, right? In fact, you'll continually make money from us because, as I said, you'll continue to get our business on an ongoing basis, right? So from our perspective, if we take a step back and look at it very objectively,
Yeah.
number one, you're not losing any money by giving us a $100 discount. In fact, you're making incremental profit through this other deal, right? And all we're asking is on a continual basis for 12 months to give us 25% discount for these managers, and we'll pay you $100 for the seminar per person.
Oh, you know what? Thank you so much for recapping that. I think, to that point, thank you for considering on our benefit as well. But we can look at the long-term partnership and the potential discount for future rates. But in terms, I think at the end of the day, we're all operating businesses here, right? $100 a person, I don't think that is negotiable. I don't think that is something that we can actually accommodate. As my partner has mentioned, I think we can look at to compensate for inconvenience to moving to another day. We can look at an even more discounted rate at $190 per person, because that is already about a more than 25% reduction discount at the market rate already.
Yeah, I think you have calculated there. I think you can calculate if you think about the just in case you are talking to another hotel. Don't counting your conversation with them and think about your management first time going there. Don't like that, complain, and then the transportation. You're probably gonna print out everything again. That cost. Just think about the different price. We are giving you 190, and you at the hotel will be 260. So $70 per person. Multiply 25 people, and then 4 or 5 nights, and that's a lot of money. That's not really a budget concern.
Okay, so I guess to in the intent to come to a solution, what is the best offer they can give us?
I think the best offer from us, which we already said, is there's 2 options. Option 2, you not go for it at all, right? Means move to the other hotel. You don't want to go for it.
Yeah, as I mentioned, I just don't think it's going to benefit any party.
Okay, then basically
in that
just
options.
one route for us, and that would be on top of that $10, and then I think we give them 20 maximum.
So $180 for the seminar.
Yes.
180.
And in terms of the long-term contract, it's 25%, it's looking at our internal operation costs. I have the sheets here. It doesn't cover at all. So for that, I can give you like 5% discount, a maximum 8%. That's negotiable. Beyond than that, I would don't think we probably don't even need to consider that at all.
Okay.
Is that
We probably need to
10%?
just look at our
10%.
10%.
No, talking about for the long term would
Long
be
term.
5,
Yeah.
5%.
maximum 8%.
8% over what time period?
For that will be that you're talking about. That's for 12 months, but if that's just 2 manager or 2 rooms, probably only can go for 5%. If you can, give us more people living in longer
Yeah.
time, we can think about to have a 8%
Perhaps.
discount.
Yeah. I think we're almost there, right? I think we're almost there. Why don't you give us a couple minutes just to nut up some of the details, and then we'll come back to you shortly.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, you got, okay.
We'll go.
Okay. What if they give us, they said 8% only? What happens if they give us 8% over 24 months?
But it cannot because it's only next 12 months.
Oh, shit.
Yes.
Okay, so next 12 months. So they need to give us 18% if they charge us 180. What if they charge us 170? $16% for 12 months and at $170. $170 or 180? 170. 170.
What about we assume 3 nights?
Can I ask you a question?
Hold on. Okay, 12%. 12%.
4 minutes.
You can see that?
Well, I'm guessing it's 40.
12% if we have 3 nights, 2 managers,
But just based off 2 nights.
180. 3 nights.
3 nights.
Here. Or is that 2 or 3 nights?
12% and 12%. And how much for the seminar? 101. 90? 101. 101 for the seminar.
For 180 they said.
No, they said 190.
No,
So-
at
so
the
how-
end there's 180.
Did they?
At the end.
180.
Yes.
And they give us a 12% discount
Mhm.
for 3 nights and 2 managers. Should I play hardball?
Like what?
Should we say, look, out of courtesy of the relations that we had, we have tried to negotiate and hear you out, but quite frankly, it's come to a point where we're coming to the realization that your company might not be the best option, right? Unless we agree to the terms that I'm about to tell you now. Should I play hardball or not?
We can try and see their response. I guess.
Why not just end? The deal is that we walk away.
We walk away,
Yeah.
and then what's the impact? Next step.
I don't fucking know. I think we're caught to a rock. We have to find fucking another. We have to do it in a seminar workshop hall or something. I mean, what can we leverage in this? PR. We'll give them additional benefits of PR.
Well, they got clients as well. They got bigger clients than us.
No, I'm saying that we'll ensure that we'll ensure that we tell people how supportive you were of the situation, how you were very proactive on the front foot. We'll ensure that we give you good PR amongst our senior managers and their friends and family based off this deal. If they say no to this, right? And plus we'll put in PR. If they say no, then we'll say fuck you.
We can say we offer like a corporate deal with them, like partnership. So even they can enjoy this kind of discount, they will our employees' family will extend this. So they got bigger customer
Yeah, but
base.
that's the PR, right? So through the PR, we'll ensure that more people stay at your hotel, blah blah blah, right? Give us this deal. They say no.
And you can even tell them we can also have companies party there. And your company party. Sales party.
Do we have to be so on the back foot on this? Do we have to be on the back foot on this? Isn't it them that they're going to lose out? Fuck 25 managers, workshop seminar, fuck, we'll do it in the office, right? Fuck it, right? Worst case, we'll do it in the fucking office. They lose fucking $50,000 a year a business from a long-standing loyal customer. Who's worse off?
They are.
They are,
That's
right?
why I said what's the
Fuck it, you know what?
worst impact.
Let's play hardball.
That's why I
Let's
said
play hardball.
also contractors.
Yeah, come in.
Okay, so I'm going to summarize first.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
So we just recalculate all the costs and then including all the low season, high season, possibility to leave a left room for you guys. I think first of all, I think we have to negotiate. We have to settle down the training cost first, and then giving the price 180. I hope that's agreed first, and then on top of that. And then because our normal price is 250, and then you only guarantee 2 person 2 nights. That's to be very honest, that's not such a really big deal because sometimes we can have a inclusive like you guys the booking. So for sometimes probably because of you we cannot accept that new coming event kind of stuff. But we do appreciate that. So. So for the long term, we can. So if we're looking for, we're talking about a 5% discount, right? On top of that, do you think there's would be we can agree on 5% discount? Is
So,
acceptable?
so what's changed since you guys left?
Yes.
It's difficult for us to change because the operation cost is fixed for us. So what we can do is we can offer something special for you, but not add extra burden on our cost, which is we can offer you the late checkout. We can offer you always upgrade. We can offer you upgrade rooms because you mentioned your managers. You want them to privilege kind of stuff. And then Wi-Fi, and then the
Well, I suppose need to be charged per night, and
and
it's important for you.
Yeah.
the buffet can be open for you 24 hours.
Okay. So look, I think we are going around in circles a bit with the negotiations, right? We were expecting after you coming back, you'll give us a better offer. The reality is this, right? And this is from our perspective.
Yeah.
The reality is that we need to change our date for the seminar, which has inconvenienced our staff. Number one. Number two, the reality is that we're working under budget constraints, right? And we cannot accept the terms that you're giving us, right? And number three, we do have a long-standing relationship to your company, right?
Yeah.
We cannot meet the terms that you are outlaying for us. So the last offer that we'll make before I think we have to say, that we call it an end of the relationship that we have, is that we can offer $180 per person for the seminar.
$180.
Yes, as you guys suggested.
Right.
Plus for two managers for 3 nights a week.
Right.
Right, giving us a 12% discount for 12 months.
12%.
Yes. And if I'm being 100% transparent and honest with you, that makes us hit exact budget for what we can
Okay.
afford for the next 12 months.
Okay. Let's try to finish this in 40 minutes or kind of things. 5%, 12%. So you increase it from 2 3 nights, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think this is long term. So I think also probably the final offer for us as well is we can give it to 8%.
Sorry, guys,
And
we were
the-
close, but unfortunately run out of time.
Okay.
You're gonna have to stop here. They stop recording. Stay here. You're gonna get to watch your video in this room.
Okay.
Okay.
What was the offer going to be?
gonna be 8%,
8%.
but we're gonna need a long term because to